Let's talk about how to prevent pregnancy complications because, hint, they are not just bad luck. Give me 5 minutes and I'm going to talk to you about how to prevent preeclampsia and other pregnancy complications that can totally derail your dream birth. And just for watching with me today, I'd like to offer you something. Drop me a line below if you're interested and I will send you my 7-day pregnancy power nutrient plan so that you can get your pregnancy on track in just a few days. Now, if you don't know me, I'm Kristen and I am a pregnancy coach. I've had my own 8 babies and I've worked with thousands of pregnant mamas all over the world. Now, I help mamas to have a healthy pregnancy and to have an awesome birth. And in every single video, what I'm going to do is give you one tip that helps you have a healthy pregnancy and give your baby a beautiful beginning. Now, again, today we're going to talk specifically about how to prevent preeclampsia and other pregnancy complications. What I want to talk with you about today is protein. That is the number one power nutrient for your pregnancy, and it is literally the foundation of your pregnancy diet. If you tuned into yesterday's video, you already know that I challenged you to track your diet for a few days. And what I want you to do today is build on that by looking at how much protein you are eating. Now, if you grab the power nutrient plan from me, I've already got instructions written out for how to do this, including some handy charts to help you figure out how much protein you're eating. But it's pretty simple. If you're getting 1 ounce of meat, which is about the size of your finger, that's about 7 grams of protein. If you're getting 8 ounces of milk, that's a cup. Remember, drinking glasses vary in size, so you want to know approximate measurements. 8 ounces of milk is approximately 8 ounces of protein. 1/2 cup of beans is approximately 7 grams of protein. So there are common things. 1 egg is about 6 grams of protein. I talk to a lot of mamas about a lot of protein so I can remember all of this, but I've got you the chart if you need that. What I want you to do is I want you to tally up the amount of protein that you're eating. Depending on where you're getting your pregnancy diet nutrition from, you're probably getting bad advice on protein because the commonly cited number is about 70 grams of protein. You'll see 60, 65, 70 grams of protein is in most of the mainstream pregnancy books. And the problem with that is it's way lower than it should be. In fact, we've known for decades that pregnant moms need more protein than that. There was a doctor named Dr. Tom Brewer, and he did research 70 years ago that showed that pregnant moms needed at least 80 grams of protein and preferably 80 to 100 grams of protein. Now, other researchers since then have come along and not only validated his results, but found out that we may even need more protein than that. Lily Nichols is a dietitian doing work today, and she said that 80 is the absolute minimum and we need to go higher than that. Dr. Barbara Luke has done a lot of work on twins and higher order multiples, and if you're having multiples, you really need a lot of protein. But she says even for singletons, you probably want to start around that 100 gram a day mark for protein. So you probably aren't getting anywhere near that because today we learned that people don't really need that much protein. Oh, we live in a culture with too much protein. But the reality is when humans were hunter-gatherers and when they were beginning to herd animals, they tended to get a lot more protein than we get now because when you hunt and gather, and even when you're beginning to herd animals, animal protein is your primary protein, and even nuts and seeds are fairly high in protein. So humans have always had a lot of protein in their diet and maybe less carbohydrate and actually even less fat. So our bodies were designed or evolved, it doesn't matter what your worldview is, to need a lot of protein, and especially in pregnancy. Why? Because number one, you're building a brand new human being, and that human being's cells are made of protein. So it is very, very important to build your baby. In fact, your body is going to put as much protein as it can into building your baby. But the reason why protein is so important to prevent pregnancy complications is because of what it does for your blood supply. It's important for your blood supply to increase throughout your pregnancy by about 60%. And protein is one of the nutrients that helps you maintain that expanded blood supply. And expanded blood supply is important for a healthy pregnancy for so many reasons. Number one, you're building a baby. I think we mentioned that a minute ago. You need a lot of nutrients in circulation. Your baby needs a lot of circulation. You're replenishing your amniotic fluid constantly throughout pregnancy. It's not like you get this big old bag of water and then it just stays. It's actually replenishing constantly. And one of the complications we see today is low amniotic fluid, which could be due to hydration, but it may also be due to not enough protein. When moms get preeclampsia, a lot of times there's a lot of issues going on where a mom is not getting enough protein or not absorbing or not getting enough calories, which is a video for another day. But I want you to start today by focusing on protein. And if you go through and you realize that I have too little protein in my diet, I want to challenge you tomorrow to try and add in 1 additional serving of protein a day. Increase. Your needs for protein actually increase throughout your pregnancy as you get further along. And one other thing to think about is that that blood supply that increases also helps keep you stronger and healthier throughout your birthing time because you've got extra blood on board, which is really good for you. So again, if you're interested in going through my 7-day plan for a healthy pregnancy, definitely drop me a line below. Tell me you want that 7-day pregnancy power nutrient plan, and I will drop that for you. It's got all of this written. Tomorrow I will be back. We're going to talk more about protein and also a little bit about salt. So I will see you then.